Hey to everyone out there watching, it's JT from Keystone Crew Outdoors. Welcome back to Keystone Crew's Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing Pick Show. As always, thank you for your tuning in and your continued support of the channel. We're to give you our advice on who to pick for the Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing lineups, your Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge lineups, and your TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge for the Pasquotank River from Elizabeth City, North Carolina from April 10th through the 13th. Sorry for the late video. Very busy weekend here in northeastern Pennsylvania. My wife Katie ran the Scranton Half Marathon. She crushed it. She was really pumped up with her time and everything like that. So proud of her. Some community and school obligations. Brother-in-law's birthday and the opening day of trout was in there here in Pennsylvania. So not much time to record and edit, but we're getting it in, better late than never. Chances are, if you're watching this, you're already playing fantasy fishing, are part of our group, and are hopefully a subscriber. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd really appreciate it if you did. Especially if you like the content or use the advice that we give on here for our event pick videos. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in, your continued support of the channel, and coming back for our advice, even though it's been a little sketchy this year. We rode 2 really good years, and now this year we're a little banged up, but there's a lot of time left to play. For those of you who haven't signed up for fantasy fishing yet and want to check it out, sign up at bassmasterfantasy.com. It's completely free, and you'll be eligible for prizes from Bassmaster and their sponsors for each tournament. After signing up, search the Groups tab for Keystone Crew and join our group. By signing up for our group, you'll be eligible for prizes from us if you live in the lower 48 states. Sorry to our players outside the United States, but shipping costs for the prizes are outrageous, like between $18 to $30 to ship you guys a $6 lure. I just can't do it. To keep things fair, but still grow the channel, I did recently put a password on the group. The password is Crew25, all lowercase letters. I felt this is the best way to be fair to the loyal followers and subscribers and make new players, watching our videos to be part of our group. After this last event, our group count expanded to 272 members, and we're sitting at 223 subscribers on the channel. If we get up to the 500 mark, maybe we'll do a subscriber-only giveaway. So remember, if you're part of our group, be sure to also subscribe here. I did a results video with our event prize winners from the Bassmaster Classic and how our anglers did. So if you want to check that out, check out that video. Before we do jump into our picks, though, let's take a look at our leaderboards for both our games here and the Keystone Crew Fantasy Fishing Group. Here's a look at our overall leaderboard for Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing through 3 weeks. We've got T-Man 1992, T. Lindstrom in first, followed by Unrow 1345C Unrow in second, Annie Wu 77, A. Wu in third, Ben 1234, B. Crosby in fourth, and rounding out the top 5, 3 big bucks, J. Glisson in fifth. If you're wondering how I'm doing, I'm in the abysmal 153rd place right now. If you used our top-ranked anglers in the Keystone Crew Power Rankings, you're sitting with a 67.8% meter. Lots of room to improve. Sitting in the light green still in the meter, but we need to improve on that. And through 3 weeks for Falcon Rods Drain the Lake Challenge, our overall leaderboard looks like this. We've got Pickwick Pirate W. Parsons in first, followed by Kid Iraq R. France in second, Cape Cod Girl B. Gannett in third, A. Thrawn in fourth, and rounding out the top 5, T. Fletcher in fifth. If you're wondering how I'm doing in Drain the Lake, I'm 73rd, which is not the best, but better than my fantasy fishing right now. If you've been using the Keystone Crew Drain the Lake picks all season, you're sitting with an 86.6%, still in the dark green meter, with hopes of improvement. if you guys are wondering why these leaderboards matter, and I want to give the shout outs to the loyal followers here, check out our kickoff video showing you what you could possibly win from us. I've got lures by Spro, X-Zone, Rapala, Strike King, and Berkeley. So if you check out that video, you'll be able to see what the prizes are. At the end of the season, the winner for each game is going to get one of each of those lures that we're giving away all season long. Now that we've checked out how our group is doing and talked about the prizes, let's find out what the group is playing for this week in the fourth event, the Pasquotank River, for Rapala Fantasy Fishing and Falcon Rods Drain the Lake Challenge. Let's see what Katie picked for the prizes. All right, guys, let's see what Katie pulls out here from our nice Miles Appliance bag here. Remember, we're not sponsored. It's just my buddy's business. Let's see what we got here for the Pasquotank River. What are we playing for? Looks like we got a Rapala Husky Jerk. Let's get a better look at what we got here. A lot of you guys probably have these in your tackle box already, but this is what we're playing for this week. This week, you're playing for Rapala Husky Jerk 8. So you guys can win one of these. Nice little jerk bait here. Some of you guys probably already have that one. It's one of the more common ones that's out there. All right. Now that you found out what we're playing for the event, let's jump into the third stop on the elite schedule and fourth overall stop for the fantasy fishing season, the Pasquotank River. Pasquotank River is a coastal water body in northeastern North Carolina. The Pasquotank connects directly to the Albemarle Sound and is part of the Intercoastal Waterway via Elizabeth City. The Albemarle Sound is a large estuary on the coast of North Carolina, located at the confluence of a group of rivers including the Chowan and the Roanoke rivers. Much of the water in the Albemarle Sound is brackish or fresh. Maximum depth is about 25 feet. Guys, this is the wild card of the season. There's not much information out there as far as tournaments go. I'm hearing that to be in contention, though some of the anglers should have at least an 8-pounder or an 8-pound plus in their bag. I'm thinking most of them are going to be good 4, 5, 6, and maybe some 7s can take it. Not much info out there. Some of the local tournaments, it looks like there's like between 20 and 24 pounds a day should do it. I think it's going to be in the low 80s. We'll get to that in a little bit, though. This vintage photo gives you an idea how long it's been since a Bassmaster Pro level event visited this tidal fishery. The 1980 and 1981 Bassmaster North Carolina Invitationals that were held in May and June were won by a relatively new Western-born technique called flipping. Expect more of the same with a modern twist, with this tidal influence playing into the mix here. Like I said, not a lot of information to go on here. So think some flipping, scoping's gonna play, shallow water sight fishermen, guys, all excellent picks for this. Now that the history lesson's over, though, let's jump into the real reason you're watching, the picks. Our research picks, these are based on different articles and videos that I read from different Bassmaster pundits, different YouTubers out there, and just reading some of the articles in Bassmaster magazine. Not much to go on, but here it goes. Bucket A. I have my top ranked guys, Jason Christie with 9.1% owned. I was very tempted to pick Angler 2 here, though, Patrick Walters with 21% owned. I also have Lee Livesey with 3.2% owned, John Cox 21.7% owned, and Bo Browning with 1.0% owned. The Keystone Cruise research pick, though, is going to be Jason Christie with 9.1% owned. In bucket B, we got Bryan Schmitt with 12.2% owned, followed by Brock Mosley, 3.1% owned, Hunter Shryock, 9.5% owned, Seth Fighter, 4.8% owned, And Trey McKinney, 26.7% owned. I am very tempted to take Trey McKinney and put him in the number 1 spot. But I learned, don't go against what my mind is telling me, you know, don't go with that gut, you know, stick with the picks and the formula. So Bryan Schmitt with that 9.0% owned. Like I said, McKinney's probably a player everywhere, though. In bucket C, we've got Jacob Powroznik with 14.1% owned, followed by Kyle Welcher, 6.8% owned, Luke Palmer, 1.3% owned, and Tyler Williams, 11.9% owned. I'm sorry, guys, that was 4. Tyler Rivette, too. 7.3% is our 5th ranked guy. Sorry about that. Our crew pick, though, is Jacob Powroznik with that 14.1% owned. In bucket D, we've got Stetson Blaylock, 19.6% owned, followed by Drew Benton, 15.4% owned, Pat Schlapper, 3.4% owned, Brandon Lester, 26.1% owned, and finally Mark Menendez, 1.1% owned. The crew's pick, though, is going to be Stetson Blaylock, 19.6% owned. Into bucket E, I've got, even though he's not doing the greatest, gonna right the ship here though, Greg Hackney, 22.7% owned. Followed by our classic champion, Easton Fothergill, 13.3% owned. Kenta Kimura, 1.0% owned. Randy Howell, 1.7% owned. I believe he's got some experience on this fishery too. And my wild card here, the 5th pick, is Matty Wong, 0.5% owned. I figured since he cut his teeth on the California Delta, why not put Matty Wong in there? Our pick, though, is Greg Hackney, 22.7% owned. For a tie-breaking weight, like I said, we're going in the low 80s. I'm going 83 pounds, 4 ounces. So if you're wondering here, quick review, the Keystone crew picks. Bucket A, we've got Jason Christie, followed by bucket B, Bryan Schmitt. Bucket C, Jacob Powroznik. Bucket D, Stetson Blaylock. And bucket E, Greg Hackney. On to Falcon Rod's Drain the Lake Challenge. Our other main fantasy game is Drain the Lake Challenge. It's an elimination style game where you can only use an angler once all season. Once you've used them, they're gone for the season. We've got Will Davis Jr., Kenta Kimura, Bill Lowen, Jacob Powroznik, Bryan Schmitt, JT Tompkins, Kyle Welcher, and Jake Whitaker. Our last fantasy game, the minor game here, that's actually pretty tricky. I think you'd be just as good flipping a coin here. I have not been picking these great, so I don't know if this advice is the best for you guys or not. We're not awarding prizes for this game. It's a new game that they started this year. So anyway, into the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Matchup 1, Tar Heel Tangle. Matt Airy versus Shane LaHue. I'm going Matt Airy. Matchup 2, Clash of the Carolinas. Hank Cherry versus Brandon Cobb. I'm going Hank Cherry here. Matchup 3, Top 2 and Angler of the Year. John Garrett versus John Cox. I'm going Cox. In matchup 4, Top 2 and Rookie of the Year. Evan Kung versus Bo Browning. Going Bo Browning here. Matchup 5 is matchup of the Kyles. Kyle Welcher versus Kyle Patrick. Kyle Welcher here. This next one, Drew ×2 for matchup 6. Drew Cook versus Drew Benton. Going Drew Benton here. Matchup 7, roommate battle. Timothy Doobie versus Mark Menendez. I'm going Mark Menendez. If nothing else for the room. Oh, hi, Mark. That'll wrap it up for our fantasy games for the 4th stop of the fantasy season, the Pasquotank River. Remember, you guys are playing for Rapala Husky Jerk 8s. Gonna win one of these guys if you win. Good luck to all of you guys out there. I'll leave you guys with the angler's career stats from before the 2024 season started. As always, I'll catch you next time.